Possess nothing yet have everything. Xiefeng. Translated by Transin and edited by Care. Possess nothing yet have everything. This is not a paradox, but a great secret with which to go toward a better life space. Jesus Christ taught us to lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. It is only by owning nothing on earth that you can enter the realm of the greatest creator. Shakyamuni Buddha taught us to develop a pure and clean mind which does not abide in anything, neither in form, sound, smell, taste, touch, nor dharma. We should have no notion of ego, personality, a being with a life, dharma, or non-dharma. Everything with form is unreal. All phenomena are dreams, illusions. In other words, owning nothing is the way to enter the Elysium world. The immortal Lao Tzu taught us to take no action, regard one's body as accidental, do not contend, value the world as itself. It gives them birth, but does not own them, acts, helps, but does not appropriate them. He who acts, spoils. He who grasps, lets slip, accomplish but lay claim to no credit. All this is to say that we must not take credit for our positive actions. To put all this into one sentence, all the teachings of gods, Buddha, and immortal are to try to own nothing. Stupid? No. The teachings of gods, Buddha, and immortal are the Tao of life, the Tao of light, and the Tao for us to gain everything. How can possessing nothing lead to having everything? The Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, taught us, to any that desires the tilth of hereafter, we give increase in his tilth, and to any that desires the tilth of this life, we grant somewhat thereof, but he has no share or lot in the hereafter. The Prophet's prediction was right. You have already had your share, and you will not have any share or lot in the hereafter. So just give, and you will have more later. The less you possess now, the more you will have later. We have learned from the Taiji thinking that the sum of positive and negative energy is always zero. If you gain in some ways, you will lose in others. This is to maintain the law that positive and negative energy are always in balance. The more blessings you enjoy in this world, the fewer your blessings will be in the afterlife. So, if you want to enjoy a better afterlife, you will need to give more and possess less in this life. Follow the teachings of Buddha. Do more formless almsgiving because doing so will get you enormous and incredible blessings. We see people with lots of possessions, which is mainly because they have gained a lot merits in their previous lives. Many others are poor, mainly because they have done little or garnered few merits in their previous lives. Some people were born with silver spoons, yet many work hard all their lives, but can barely support their families. Evidently, if you want to get blessings in your afterlife, you should earn more merits in this life. If you want to be a celestial being in heaven in your afterlife, you need to possess as little as possible in this life. How can you possess nothing yet have everything? Firstly, think about this. Whatever we try to possess in this world will come to naught in the end. If we make efforts to possess, we are really running after illusions and bubbles. The more you possess, the more distress, troubles, crises, and disasters you will have. You will never rest peacefully. You will feel unsettled. You will literally rack your brain to keep your possessions. You will lie, contend, hurt others, hurt nature, and will cause others to envy, hate, covet, and rob. Your life quality will get farther and farther away from heaven and nearer to the animal world and hell. The more you possess, the farther away from heaven you will be. If you want to possess everything, you will eventually have nothing. Let us look at the birds flying and perching in the forest. What do they possess? They possess nothing, but they have the sunlight, forests, meadows, streams, bugs, and branches to perch upon. They lack nothing. The Gospel of Matthew reads, "Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin." Jesus had nothing in his life, but now he has everything. Buddha had nothing after the Enlightenment, but now he has the Elysium world. The celestial beings in the 1,000-year world and the 10,000-year world possess nothing, but they lack of nothing. The super-celestial beings in the celestial islands continent possess nothing, but they have everything they could ever want. As long as people in the mortal world give more but possess nothing, they will be short of nothing. Why do people have so much anxiety and worries, and why do they compete and contend all day long? Because they want to possess. As we travel, we see that many attractions have been possessed by people. We need to buy tickets, or we will be kept out of the show. The landscape of the earth and the sun and rain are the gifts of nature for all mankind. But now they are possessed by a small group of people, and everyone else must bear their exploitation and blackmail. I built this road and planted this tree. If you want to pass by, then pay my toll and buy the privilege. How can anyone not worry and suffer anxiety in this gangster-ridden world? Water is a gift of nature bestowed to all life. But if we want to use water, we must pay for it. We are told that water needs to be purified, and that costs money. But we should ask who polluted the water. The people who polluted the water should be responsible for its purification. Why should others bear the cost of purifying it? We are told that the water was in rivers and lakes, but now it comes directly to our sinks in our homes, and that costs money. Yes, bringing water from rivers and lakes for our convenience does indeed cost. But that cost should be resolved by voluntary labor under government organization, and the materials should be provided by the production plant. And it is said that if we do not charge for water, people will waste this resource. Yes, this could be a problem, but why would people want to waste for no reason? This is a mental and spiritual problem. Why not just solve them? This belongs to the country. This belongs to our company. This belongs to my family. This belongs to me. In these cases, the public resources will be seized. One day, the mountains, rivers, and the earth will be carved up, and even the air we breathe will be sold and taxed. Everyone wants to possess, but the result will be that everyone will suffer and be lacking in everything. It is only when no one possesses that everyone will have everything. First of all, without traditional families, 80% of social issues would be resolved. Secondly, without countries, 90% of our problems would be resolved. The remaining 10% will be problems of spirit and soul construction. Is this possible? Unlikely, of course, because this is the mortal world, not heaven. However, it is imperial for anyone who wants to go to and live in heaven. If you want to possess something, you will never reach heaven. The consciousness of possessing is our biggest obstacle preventing us from going to heaven. All those who want to go to heaven must clearly recognize this point and realize a consciousness of owning nothing and putting this consciousness into practice. The new oasis for life built by Life Echanuan serves this purpose. Those who enter the new oasis for life possess nothing, but they can get everything. To people who are not Chanyuan celestials, this ideal sounds like the Arabian Nights. It is just a myth, a dream, a fantasy, and a delusion, but to Chanyuan celestials, it is no longer an unattainable dream, but rather a clear reality. If you want to live a better life on earth and ultimately go to heaven, the only way out is to live according to Life Echanuan values. In this way, you will possess nothing yet have everything.